Well, all right, let's talk about Jayden Daniels, because, the story of this game certainly was the crazy ending that happened. We'll talk about that a little in this video, but the story was going to be, what the hell happened to this Washington offense that was, rolling through everybody, all of a sudden had a couple, worse games, but against better defenses. This was a disappointing game against a defense that's been giving up points against everybody. So what went wrong? Well, let's get into it. Let's start off with something like this, which I think this is kind of a key thing, is it's a deep shot to Zach Ertz on a 3rd down and 7. The Commanders had been so good this season at these types of plays. Against Dallas, they just weren't working. Watch. Daniels is going to take the snap. He looks over in Ertz's direction, fires in Ertz's direction, and as of right here, there's a bit of a window. There certainly is. This throw just does not hit it and ends up going over Ertz's head. That's not an ideal play. So really not a catchable ball. I don't know if he thought Ertz was going to continue to run further, but the reality is this was a big issue, is they just weren't winning their one-on-one matchups, especially not on the outside down the field. This one being another one. Again, these are the plays that the Commanders were just hitting, and they're just not now. It's a one-on-one matchup on the outside. It's quarters coverage, actually, but still, if you go enough towards the outside the numbers, this can be a one-on-one matchup. As you see, Daniels takes the snap. He's going to look over in this direction, and it's just weird where, for one thing, there was a bit of a window, I do have to say. I think Daniels underthrows this one a touch, although at the same time, Terry McLaurin slows down for the ball, but then dives and misses it. So I felt like he wasn't fully on the same page either. So bit of a clunky play. And against Dallas, everyone seemingly is hitting on these plays. The Commanders are seemingly hitting on these plays against everybody. So go figure, they can't hit on these plays against the Cowboys. Also, this play, it's kind of a similar type of idea where it's just a slant route on a 3rd down and 2. Important play, right? Want to be able to convert the 1st down right here. Daniels is going to take the snap. He looks over, and again, right here, I can see why he wants to make this throw. Feels like the receiver he's looking towards has the inside leverage. To be honest, I think this is a pretty good defensive play by that Dallas corner. So is it fair to fully blame Daniels for this? I don't know. But again, for Washington, whoever you want to blame, not being able to hit on these plays anywhere near as consistently as they were all season is what kind of cost them this game. You also had this play, which is going to be this is just pure one-on-one matchup, no zone coverage or anything, just a go route right here. Again, let's see what happens. Daniels takes the snap. He's going to look in that direction. He's firing in that direction on a 3rd down and 9. And as of right here, it's just a tough spot where do you even really put this ball? He's trusting his guy, which is what he's done all season. Why not trust your guys? However, as you see yet again, this one is not going to work out. Again, it's good defense, so I'll give Josh Butler credit, who was actually their leading tackler in this game, along with making some good defensive plays. So give him some credit, able to make that happen. As a whole, though, these are plays you wanted to see get made, plays you wanted to see the Commanders win. This one was another one on 3rd down and 7. A lot of these are key plays, right? 3rd down and 7 this time. Just guys not being able to win. So they were doing a good job of that earlier this season. I could go on and on, but I think you get the idea. That was an issue for sure. Also, Micah Parsons was an issue, right? I think that there's been a lot of kind of talk around the Cowboys, but hey, Micah Parsons can still play football. Watch what he's going to do on this play. Watch as, despite some extra attention, he gets through nearly untouched. Daniels does a good job at avoiding him the first time, but he's fast enough. He's able to run Daniels down. So, again, good job by him just to blow up the play. It wasn't a sack that time, but was still a very good play. Now, to be clear, I'm not going to sit here and say that there were never moments when Washington was able to win. There were plays like what you see on your screen. It is a one-on-one matchup. It's not like their percentage of hitting on these plays was 0. Watch, when Daniels takes a snap and runs a play action, he fires in this direction. This is the one-on-one matchup, and he has a receiver open. On a 2nd down and 17, you do not want to give up a window this far down the field. As you see, Daniels hits this one. So it's not like they weren't hitting on these plays at all. Again, like I said, it's just a consistency thing. The reality is they went from being able to hit on these 70 to 80% of the time to hitting on them 20 or 30% of the time. But when they came back and were able to make a game of it, it was a lot of stuff like what you see on your screen. It was a lot of they finally started getting these wins. Sometimes it's as simple as just executing better, and I think that's kind of what happened in this game, is they were able to start executing these plays a little better. Working over the middle a little bit more as well helped, certainly, because yes, there was the craziness at the end, but they also had to make it a one-score game a couple of times and were able to do that. I also like this play. It's going to be a rushing play, which I think it's really interesting. So it's a 3rd down and 12. Usually you're thinking, okay, we're obviously going to pass the ball here, but what's interesting is given where they are on the field, they're kind of on the outside of field goal range, so maybe they're more willing to try and run for a 1st down on a 3rd down and 12 here, because if you gain 7 yards, it makes it an easier field goal attempt. But also, since it's Daniels who is rushing himself, you get an extra blocker that way. You can block everybody, and everyone makes their blocks, and they pick up the 1st down. So I don't think that was a pure let's rush to try and gain 7 yards and kick the field goal. I do think that they were, at least to some degree, thinking we could maybe pick up the 1st down here, and it worked out. They were able to pick it up. So, like I said, there were some good things. Just, there were also some bad things. This next play is going to be a halfback screen. Things got weird here. I don't know how much blame to put on Daniels for this one, but watch what happens. Daniels takes the snap. He's going to first look towards his left. That was seemingly just to get attention away. He's looking for the screen. To be honest, I think this is something he'll learn when he's when he gets into the league for a little bit longer, when he's played for a little bit longer. Throw this one at your halfback's feet. I mean, this is, throw it into the dirt, live to see another down. It's 1st down and 10. You don't need to gain yards here, and this is going to go poorly. It goes more poorly than you would expect right now, but there's no way this is going to go for positive yards. However, not just that, but when this ball is thrown, it actually ends up getting intercepted by that defensive lineman. Okay, that's a bit of a fluky, play, a bad break. I still would say, though, I would have liked to see Daniels not make that throw. Not because I think it would have resulted in an interception a large percentage of the time, but just because I think that's resulting in a negative play most of the time. So there's that. But okay, let's talk about this play. We got to talk about this play, right? It's the play where, to set the stage, the Commanders are down 7 points. There's 33 seconds left. They don't have any timeouts. They're in trouble. You see the coverage the Cowboys are in. It's just going to be a 3-man rush. They have 8 players dropping back into coverage, but the Commanders are ready for a zone coverage play like this one. They have multiple players who are going to run routes, just trying to clear out that area as much as it can. And then Terry McLaurin's going to run a route that's going to hopefully get into that now cleared out area. You can gain some yards and get near the sideline. Can you gain 15, 20 yards here? Again, the goal is, to some degree, just get in Hail Mary range right now. Well, when this play begins, it works. Really well executed by Washington. Daniels makes a nice throw here. I mean, you see there's a window. This is good stuff, and this is where some Terry McLaurin magic is going to happen. Watch as he makes the catch. Dallas was expecting him to go out of bounds, and because of that, he kind of catches them flat-footed and just runs by everybody. I have to pause it right here. Don't worry, your computer didn't freeze, or phone. Just had to pause it for copyright reasons. But, he runs by everybody, able to make that play work. Really good job by Washington, and then nothing weird happened after that. So, yeah, as a whole, Daniels has to get better at some of this stuff. Just a weird game. They need to make sure they win on the outside more, which is not something I thought I'd say with Washington. Maybe they need to make adjustments a little earlier on. No, I don't think that Cliff Kingsbury is figured out. I mean, half the plays they were running earlier in the season were go routes. They're still running those plays. They're just now didn't win this game, right? So, no, I don't think it's the blueprint is out type thing. But that's what I think. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Always love hearing from you. And, of course, as always, thanks for watching.